Well, you're not maybe... Who are you? Now I'm confused. I want to start calling out names. Yeah, must be Shadow. Perhaps the cub is somewhere around here. That is a very good contact call that it was doing. Maybe the little one is here. Oh, exciting times. I think my heart is still pounding. Leo, Tony, you're saying that was a good spot. I think my heart definitely stopped, because it's amazing when you're not looking for them. Here they are, looking at all of us, and I wonder if maybe the cub is somewhere in those thickets over there, because she keeps gazing that way. But no views for now. But oh my goodness, yay! So excited. And it's pretty much in the same area that we had her last time. So I think this is the new area that she's been enjoying all the way up to the termite mounds. I am a bit terrified if she does drag me through this drainage again. Just because last time we lost our brakes. But we had such an amazing sighting of her and the cub going up and down. You look very regal. Ah, there's a cub. There, it's coming. It's just gonna come next to Mum. Herb, you say spots for Feline Friday. Yes, indeed. Oh, hello, little one. So excited. Let me... Ooh, you're so beautiful and you've got such a full belly. Oh, my God. That is a precious moment right there between mother and cub. That's beautiful. The two of them playing together. Naughty cub, you just came around and got your mom all hyped up and then you're walking away. I think somebody's got a bit of a grown-up attitude. Oh, very beautiful. Glad to see that you've had something to eat. Look at that tummy. You're being a little fatty, aren't you? Been enjoying some good food. Oh, this is a stunning cub, looking very healthy. Rex for Ali Rex. Rex, I know you were looking for Ingwe. I've got Shadow and Mantuan on just south of the fire break, just north of the fire break, close to Gari Main, Triple M Junction. Okay, copy. Seems like Shadow has also... Shadow's also got a very full belly. Oh, girl, so this is what you've been doing. You've been eating. Well done, the two of you. Very precious moment in between the two of them. Now I am gonna move so that we get that guari bush off her face. I thought maybe she was gonna carry on, but it doesn't seem that way. Alright, a bit of a tricky spot here. There we go. Standing by. Mafazi, Ingwe and Mantuan are very close to Gariman Triple M Junction, just slightly north of the fire break. I think it's still, we're keeping two vehicles because it's still a bit young, but you can start making your way, and then if not, I'll come back a little bit later. Okay, that's perfect. Just let me know once you're close by and then I'll pull out for you. Alright, so it is a very, obviously a lot of people want to come and see them, but we've got quite a little while to enjoy with this precious too. Oh. Natalie, you're wondering at what age the cubs completely leave their family. Well, it's more like the mother gets tired of them and just forces them into leaving them. But anything between 1.5 years, 2 years time, or 2 years of age, not 2 years time. So we think that this cub is about 6 months old, so it's got at least another year with mom. Just enjoying the presence of this little one so much. Now, the cub is still way too young, and I'm pretty sure that it's already started, or all of these instincts for stalking and trying to hunt little things are coming in. We have seen this little one looking at birds in a very curious way. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's already made a few catches on its own, or at least it's trying, but it definitely cannot sustain itself. So it still depends on its mother to bring kills, or to come and get it and bring it to the kills so that they can... so that it can easily eat. And I think they've had whatever it was a good meal. I think maybe there was even an impala perhaps, because both of them are looking very, very full. And guys, did you're wondering how often do leopards hunt? Well, as often as their bellies go empty. Now, both of them look quite full, so I think maybe perhaps for a day or two they will be alright, and they don't have to go hunting. But if there's an opportunity that presents itself, likely they're gonna try and get to it and start approaching or stalking their potential prey species. But what leopards do in general is, if they manage to bring down something bigger, then they'll gorge themselves on it, and they'll pretty much eat as much as they can, so that'll allow them a little bit more time before they have to go hunting again. They don't have to, or they can't survive not eating every day. Beautiful. Still calling. And look at that. Perfect setting, and that camouflage, that orangey color, making her blend very well into all of the environment. And how nice of them to be out in the open. Machine gun nest, you're wondering if leopard cubs can climb up trees for safety. Yes, they do. When they're little, they already start trying their luck at climbing little trees, and more often than not, they in the first few months of their lives, they learn that safety is up in the tree, because pretty much nothing, or the predators that would be after them, cannot really get them on trees, except of course for perhaps other leopards. But I've seen cubs that as soon as a hyena comes around, or something they don't like, sometimes I've seen it with buffalo walking around, they just go up a tree very quickly to try and hide from their predators. Well, that's a very furious bath. I think maybe this cub has been told off as in like, you're not clean enough. That was very decisive of her all of a sudden. Bath time for the little one. Michelle, you're wondering if it's at a high risk of not making it into adulthood. Well, in most areas it's believed that leopard cubs have about 60-70% survival rate of making it to adulthood, so we shall see what happens with this one. Unfortunately, its mother doesn't have the best rate of being able to successfully raise her cubs into adulthood. It could be for quite a number of reasons, but we are really hoping that this one does, because look at it, it's just so cute. Sorry, I don't know if maybe Herbie was calling me on the radio. was not. That's a proper bath. I think because they are both so full and happy. Kobe, you say that it looks like they have such a strong bond. I agree with you. There's always a very strong bond between mother and cubs, especially when they're this young, because the cub is pretty much solely dependent on its mother. Now, as the cub starts becoming older, then that bond is slowly going to start to wane, and they will start doing their own thing and spending time apart. But I think for now we can still enjoy that bond. We can just see that white tail. Tyler, you're 8 years old and you'd like to know how big can a leopard get. Well, they can get up to a big male, maybe around 80-90 kilograms. So quite a big creature it can be. Now there's a little cub. Beautiful. Beautiful. Where are you guys going? I wonder, and it's funny enough, they've been in the area where we first started looking for lions, pretty much in a straight line, I would say 100 meters away from where we dropped Herbie off. And how's that? We would have never ever figured out that she was here. Alright, where are you? Are you just going to stand there now? I want to wait for a second, see where they decide to move before we start moving around cars, because I think she's just gone pretty static for now. So we'll see if maybe we can have a bit of a different view. Let's... Alrighty, let me see if maybe we can... Let's have a look. Are you happy now, Rex? Alright, it was quite funny because the first thing that Rex said to me this morning when he said that he had gotten mobile, he was like, oh, I really want to see a leopard today. So yes, we've all managed to see a leopard today. Oh, little one right in front of us. Now there's Shadow over there. So I'm not going to drive a little bit further. I just want to see where they start going and where they start moving around, because perhaps she's just going to sit down. She seems to have a bit of a limp when she's walking. I don't think it's anything too serious, perhaps just a hazard of hunting. So, like I said, it doesn't seem to be anything too serious, just perhaps normal things that would happen while they go out and hunting, and I'm pretty sure she will recover from it. And the good thing is that despite that limp, she's got a very full belly, which will allow her even a better chance of coming back into health very quickly. Now that's the little headless cub. That is beautiful. Off we go, going on to your mother, are we? Alright, I need to figure out which way we're gonna go, and have another look of them. I think maybe just going straight in here might not be the best thing, because there's a very big log there, and I've already done brakes once. So let's not break the card just yet. Let's pace ourselves. Oh, you are going that way. Alright, well, if she keeps going that way, we'll be very happy because she's going into a bit more of an open area. And again, roughly in the direction of that wonderful new road full of termite mounds. So, that might be a good thing. Alright, I cannot really see her from here, but I think Rex has got a view. Because she has carried on walking in that general direction, going to that big tree out in the distance. So let's try to find a way through these thickets, hopefully with brakes. Alright, guys. I believe it's even a bit too thick sometimes for us in this tiny short wheel-based cars. Ginger, you're wondering why we call them cubs and not kittens. Well, likely because they are a lot bigger and in a different family from the small cats. Alright, this is going to be an interesting one. Sorry, I just want to try and get around here as quickly as possible. It gets a bit thick around this area, but at least she's moving what looks to be into the open. Come, Wendy, we can do this again, you and I. Gets nice and open here. I'm very happy about this. Alright, they are ahead of us, so there's still visual of them, but we're just gonna have to hang on a few moments there, and I'm sure we're gonna be able to have a nice view of them, because they are underneath a guari bush by the looks of it. They're in the drainage here somewhere. Ooh, I think I see a head. So you see the cub's head all the way in there in the drainage line. And I'm sure Shadow is somewhere around here. So imagine just how hard it would be on a normal basis just to come down here and try to spot them. There are rocks everywhere. The ground is really hard, and when they come into areas like this, they just complicate the tracking a lot more. There you go. There she's moving. And I'm sure Shadow is somewhere in there. Can't really see her from here. Oh my. I think they're still walking in there. Just see a few spots moving in between those very thick bushes. But they're coming up into the open. So let's just be patient for a few moments, and I'm sure they're going to come out just around this area. I saw a tail, or the white of a tail. Come on, little one. They are pretty much just ahead of us, so I'm just waiting for them because it seemed like they wanted to carry on walking like this. So I want to see if perhaps they do. Oh, I see them now in the distance. Okay, they've carried on like this. So let's go and have a look. Who needs coffee when you've got so much adrenaline? Yes, Megs, I copy you now. I was in a drainage line. Yeah, it seems like Shadow likes dragging me through areas where I can't hear FC. I imagine she was somewhere here, but I can't see her. Perhaps Rex has got a view of them. Let me carry on going. On top of the log. Yes, go on top of the log. Almost there. Almost there. My God. Alright, there she is, and I'm sure the cub is going to do the same as mom. And jump on top of the log. Now, do you see this log? There she is. So nice of you to stick your head out of those branches. Oh, you're looking wonderful. So beautiful. And look at that belly. Somebody's been eating a lot. Just move a little bit more. See if maybe we get a view of the cub. There's a cub that's gonna come onto the log. I think this is the best we're going to be able to do for now, because we won't be able to get them from the other side. So we can patiently wait, because I'm sure they're going to carry on moving. But the little cub is completely splayed on top of the on top of the log. Alright. Now that Rex has finished moving, let's go around us too. There's a bit more space, and hopefully we'll be able to see them come one day. I don't want to... This is a dreamlike setting. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Ryan, you're wondering how many cubs do leopards produce in a lifetime? I'd say maybe about 6 or 7 litters per head from the time that they start becoming... well, they can produce a lot more. It also depends on their success rate, because normally they would only have a 2-year, 3-year interval throughout their lifetime, and they'll start breeding around about 4 years old. Roughly, if they are a bit late, sometimes a bit earlier on in life. No, don't go. Come back. Alright, let me go back onto the road, because it seems like that's where they're heading. Maybe we'll be able to... Oh, there you are. But Mama Shadow is walking on the road. So I'm sure this little one will start walking in the next few moments or so. So I'm gonna start following them as the little cub starts moving around. You're a very pretty little one. Oh, and I see Shadow from the distance. Sorry guys, we won't be able to have a look of Shadow from here, but she's scent marking. So definitely someone has started claiming this part of Djuma as her own territory. Now I wonder, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this little one grow. Hopefully she will make it into adulthood, and perhaps Shadow will give her a part of her territory, which happens often between female leopards, that their daughters will inherit a portion of their territory. So maybe it's just making this little one get to know this area. And I cannot get over how fat that little tummy is looking. She's looking so well fed. Look at that, very happy. Aren't you a big leopard? She's so small that she actually had to jump on there to try and have a view of Shadow and find out where she had gone off to. And now she can see her. Look at that tail. I'm sure she's planning something naughty. Oh, learning how to scent mark already, or you are going to attack the quarry. I don't know what it is about quarries, but leopard cubs seem to love them. they always end up like tackling them and attacking them, and it is quite sweet to watch. But I think she's now stalking her mother. Just hiding in there. Thankfully all we can see is her white little tail and their shadow. And she's been busy scent marking all around. Justin, you're wondering if a leopard's tail has a mind of its own. Well, it certainly seems like it. Let me just move, guys, so that we can have a better view. Can I go back, or is there something behind me? But it's always a good indication of what a leopard is actually thinking. Because if they're starting to stalk, or if they're thinking about what to do next, you see that their tail starts moving around like that. And it is very funny to see that happen. Now, where did she go? Couldn't have gone far. Alright, sorry guys, it is a long process turning around with Wendy, but there they both go. I thought maybe Shadow had already walked past us. Now that you have finished your kill, off you go. You have gone somewhere else, brought your cub into a new area, and I wonder if perhaps she actually made a kill that day that we last saw her, because that was just a few days ago. And you see she seems to have a bit of a limp as she's walking. Standing by. Okay, copy. I'm by the brown ivory now. So that was Herbie. He's still looking for those lion tracks. So he's going to keep us posted as to what happens. And I think we're quite lucky and enjoying, oh my goodness, mother and cub walking together. Like I said, it doesn't seem like Shadow has got anything. It seems to be her back right leg, but I wouldn't be worried. I'm sure it was part of the hunting experience, but she is fine now. Beautiful. Shadow's very erratic in her movements. She seems to go north and then she'll come back down and then again. The cub is going to come in front of us now. And there we go. Following your mother's footsteps. Oh, maybe she got a bit too far away. Just wonderful. Alright, let me get out of here and go around and see if maybe we can have another look of the little one. There is one other vehicle that wanted to come and see, so when they do come, we're going to make space for them because Shadow and the cub are not too far from the boundary. Alright, I'm going to try and find a new view of them, but while I do that, let's go over to Taylor, who's bumbling about.